Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the Akoni Leo sunglasses. But first off, we gotta thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, our website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. Akoni is a relatively new brand. They were founded in Switzerland in 2022, so just about 5 years old. And I believe from what I've heard from people in the industry, one of the main founders was actually one of the higher ups of Dita Eyewear, and he worked there for about 10 years before creating his own company with some other people as well, Akoni. The name Akoni actually is derived from Latin, meaning priceless and worthy of admiration. And the main inspiration of the brand is going to be Swiss precision and Japanese artistry. So kind of the two best worlds when it comes to manufacturing, with Swiss precision and then the beautiful Japanese acetates. In theory, it should just be the absolutely perfect combination. Akoni, like Dita, is mostly known for their very high-end titanium frames, but they also do produce acetate frames as well, and that's what I have in today's video. I also do have a pair of titanium frames from them coming very soon, so I'm going to make a review over those as well. For today's video, we're going to stick with the much more affordable acetate option, which is again the Leo, and they do have more than one acetate option. They have several. Now, as far as the styling of the frame goes, I really do like the look of these. They definitely have a very bold styling with their straight brow bar. Definitely very masculine in my opinion, but you know, potentially women could also pull this off as well. It is a really good looking frame that should look pretty good on everybody. It definitely has a very wide look to it, and typically I don't like sunglasses that are quite this wide, but honestly I think they really did get these dimensions perfectly, so they look really, really great. Even though they are very wide, they just look very celebrity style and just classy, and I really do like these. Now, if we take a look at the front of the frames, you can see there aren't any gaudy logos or anything like that whatsoever. The only thing we can really notice, if you look really close, is a little Akoni logo here in the top left corner of the lens. It's going to be etched into the lens, and then if we move down to the outside temples of the frame, we can see this really cool kind of washer design, and we can also see that here as the metal accents on the front of the frames. And that washer design is not just there for show, even though it does look really good and it's kind of Akoni's calling card. It actually is going to help hold the hinge to the acetate. So it's going to basically sandwich the hinge to the acetate, to the all metal hinge, and making it a very, very solid and substantial structure. And that's going to be really, really great. As we can see, they have very thick temples, which is also going to add a lot of rigidity as well. And as far as the hinge quality goes, these are actually only a 3-barrel hinge, but they are by far the absolute best feeling 3-barrel hinge that I've ever felt probably in my life. These just feel absolutely fantastic. Really, really nice stuff. And they also do have a custom titanium hinge plate here as well, which extends on the other side of the acetate to the all metal hinge. It's going to be all connected. That's going to add a ton of rigidity to this pair of sunglasses. So honestly, this is definitely a pair of sunglasses that could easily last a lifetime, just how overbuilt this is. Even though it only does have the 3-barrel hinges, they're still very, very thick and substantial. But I am definitely surprised that they didn't go ahead and put a 5-barrel hinge on here. And I think it's because they didn't want to break up the line here on the hinge plate with the single barrel here that is from the front of the frame. So definitely a lot of thought was put into this pair of sunglasses as far as the styling goes. Now, if we take a look here at the tip, we can see they do have these metal end caps, which look really nice and actually going to be screwed into the acetate, and they are absolutely perfectly lined up here with the acetate. They look absolutely flawless, really, really nice. That is not easy to produce. You got to get it spot on when you drill it in there, and then of course you have to perfectly polish it down as well to make it match perfectly. And yeah, really, really hard to manufacture these. They also do have a couple of cuts here into the acetate, which give these sunglasses a little bit of extra grip to the face as well. Now, as far as the lens goes, these are an extremely high quality CR39 lens. Now, the exact colorway that I have on today's video have their G15 lenses. The clarity of these is really great. They also have a fantastic anti-reflective material here on the backside of them as well, which you can really see there on video. Really, really nice stuff. And then the frame colorway is their dark tortoise acetate frame, which is absolutely beautiful beautiful, especially when wearing these outdoors. They just really, really pop and look really, really nice, and it definitely complements the gold bits here as well. Now, these frames are in fact made out of a Japanese acetate material, and they are of course also made in Japan. So they say that here in the inner right temple of frames, we can see the exact core code and model information that says made in Japan there. Then here in the inner left temple of frame, we can see it says Leo and then Akoni right there for authentication purposes. And what I do like about this is they actually etch it into the acetate of the frame rather than painting it on, because if you paint it on, it's just going to fall off at some point and then it's not going to be there, or it's going to look very blotchy and ugly. This is super, super clean way to do it, and I really do like this a lot. As far as coverage from sun goes, these are not going to offer the best coverage from the sun, obviously with their kind of flat styling here. So here up top, we can see a pretty massive gap to let sunlight in unprotected. Then here on the side, again, there's definitely a massive gap to let sunlight in unprotected, but they do have that very nice anti-reflective material, which is definitely a must when it comes to a pair of sunglasses like this. It doesn't have the best coverage from the sun. Now, as far as pricing goes, on the high end of the eyewear side, coming in at $690. Now, if you're interested in buying a pair, we do have this exact pair of sunglasses pre-owned on our website for a substantial discount off the original MSRP. But of course, you can also just pull up their website as well, which is akoni.com. And I definitely recommend checking out the website because they have a ton of other beautiful frames and colorways as well. But definitely not as expensive as something like a JMM pair of sunglasses. But honestly, I think JMM does bump up the quality just a little bit extra with all their ornate details, and of course the hinges, and then the beautifully etched metal stems as well. It makes sense that those frames are going to cost an extra like $200 versus these coming in at just about $700. So if I were to compare these to a pair of JMM sunglasses, they would be not quite as good, but they do have a $200 savings, and they're not really competing because the styling is so different, and Akoni is really in a league of its own as far as the styling and the precision and just kind of what they're doing right now. So they're really not competitors, if that makes sense. They're just maybe friends, if that makes sense. They're just doing their own thing, and they don't really care about each other, which I really do like and respect. So overall, I think it's a really fantastic pair of sunglasses. I really, really do like the styling of them, and I really do like the brand as well. And again, I am reviewing a titanium pair of sunglasses from them coming very, very soon, so make sure to stay tuned for the channel for that. But that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button and then to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video, just like this one, to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.